Hello, my name is Linda Coddington. For this week's discussion, I will be discussing 3 different exercises, one for each part of the body, the upper, lower, and core. We're going to do the reverse lunges for our lower body, flutter kicks for the core, and push-ups for our upper body. We're going to start off with doing reverse lunges, which target a bunch of different areas, mainly the quadriceps, but also the gluteus maximus, which is your glutes, your adductor magnus, which is your inner thighs, your soleus, which is your part of your calves, your hamstrings, which are located on the back of your leg, excuse me, and your gastrocnemius, which is also located in your calves. And then you have your erector spinae and your quadratus lumborum, which is your lower back muscles, as well as your gluteus medius and your gluteus minimus. Now, to start, I want to say that it depends how you want your hands to be, whatever is comfortable for you. You can do your hands at your hips, you can do your hands at your chest, or you can do overhead. Each of them is a different level of difficulty and comfort depending from one person to the next. One might work for you where it doesn't work for someone else. So you want to find your hand placement. I'm going to put mine at my chest. And you're going to take a large controlled step back. You want to lower your hips so that the opposite thigh is now parallel to the floor, with the knee positioned directly under your ankle. You don't want your toes to go behind your ankle. You want them to be aligned. Your other knee should be bent to a 90-degree angle and pointing towards the ground with your heel lifted. And then to return to the standing position by pressing your heel to the ground and bringing your leg forward. So I'll go ahead and show you that. So we're going to hip width apart, and we're going to put our hands together. We're going to step back, lower down, lower, and then we're going to lift back up. And then we're going to alternate. You don't want to hit your knee on the ground. Sometimes it helps to have a mat like this in case you do get too low. You just want to take your time. All right. So the next exercise is push-ups. This is also one that can change depending on your ability. Push-ups targets your pectorals, which is your chest, your deltoids, which is your shoulders, your triceps, which is your back of your arms, your abdominals, and the serratus anterior, which is the wing-like muscles under your armpits. So, you want to place your hands slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Your body should make a straight line from your shoulders to your knees or your feet, depending on how you're doing it. You want to keep your glutes and your abdominals engaged, so you keep them tight. You're going to bend your elbows to lower down until you almost touch the ground, and then lift back up by pushing through your elbows. You want to keep your torso in a straight line throughout the entire move. I'll go ahead and show you that. So I got my hands. I'm going to do it on my knees. Keep a straight line. Keep everything engaged and tight. All right, and there you have it. So if you want to change the level of difficulty, you can make it easier or you can make it harder. If you want to make it easier, you can start off by leaning on a kitchen counter or a wall, and then slowly transition to get to the ground. And even once you get there, you can start on your knees, as I did. For a challenge, you can put your feet up on a step, a bench, or even a couch. This will create an incline and increase that difficulty. Now we're going to move on to flutter kicks, which targets your lower abdomen as well as your hip flexors. All right, so you're going to lay with your legs, you're going to lay face up with your legs extended with your toes pointed. Then you want to tuck your hands underneath your glutes to support your lower back. And then you're going to lift your legs off the ground a few inches and alternate kicking your legs up and down, kind of like in a scissor motion. You want to keep your abdominals tight, and you can also change this difficulty depending on how wide or how fast you kick your legs. The farther and slower you kick, the harder it will be. Excuse me. All right. Let's go ahead and show you. I can get Mr. out of here. Go on. Okay. So we're going to lay down. We're going to put our hands underneath our butt and put out our legs, point our toes, and then we will kick. And then depending on how hard you want it, you can do really hard, long ones, really slow, or you can do short, little motions. All right, so that wraps it up. Thanks for watching.